Welcome back again to AI Can Explain. And in this special series, we're doing prompting for parents. And in this part, we're going to be looking at the example that is birthday party planning. So here's some birthday party planning ideas. So for this one, I thought I'd actually show you a real example. So this is actually one of my old chat threads from ChatGPT from last autumn. So I just said to it that I was planning to host a birthday party at my house for my son's 7th birthday, and I just needed some activity ideas. And it suggested a whole bunch of stuff. So we did, in fact, do a treasure hunt, and we did have a craft station, and we did do a balloon pop game, and well, I'll be honest, we didn't do the outdoor obstacle course. The weather wasn't good enough. But we did play a bunch of games. I didn't do I don't think we did musical chairs, but I kind of used this number 5 as inspiration. We didn't do pinata, but what did we do? We did do a few other ideas, but we didn't necessarily do everything on this list. But to be honest, it's not like you have to do what you're told. It's just generating a bunch of ideas. There's a whole long list here. And then it suggested some bonus tips, at which point I thought, it'd be really good to do a theme. So I just said, the theme is space. So it kind of generated some ideas to kind of flesh it out. So we actually turned the treasure hunt into moon rocks. So we just took tinfoil and we wrapped the sweets and hit them around like they were moon rocks. We used black card and chalk to do a rocket craft station, and we had all sorts of these activities which I like to think I'm creative, but I never would have come up with this on my own without an assistant, without these kind of ideas assisting me. I didn't use even a fraction of this. Just in a 2-hour window you'll never get all of this done. But it was really helpful from a party planning point of view to have all these ideas being thrown at me. I did kind of have a bit of a back and forth conversation with it, like slightly different ideas for the craft, and then I just said I didn't like that, so I just said different one again, please. I like to be polite even if it's just a ChatGPT, it's not a real person, and you can just keep asking a different one, please, and it was just coming up with lots. I'm just scrolling past this. And then, most of you won't know me, but my kids' birthdays are 6 days apart. So I used the same chat thread, which already had all the context that I built up, all the conversation. And then I said I want ideas for my 10-year-old daughter's party, which was still at my house, different weekend. And this time, I started out initially saying the theme was rainbows. She later told me that she absolutely did not want rainbows. So most of this didn't end up getting used. But just giving ChatGPT the context of the age did kind of change the suggestions that were being made and help me understand a little bit. And I ran this all past both my kids before we actually had the parties, in case they totally hated it. In fact, I think there was some discussion about a robot theme. That became quite tricky to find items for in the shops. So I think we later changed it. If I scroll through this chat, I asked it for some different theme ideas. Like in particular, I was looking out for stuff where I'd actually be able to purchase things or find it cheaply, given the amount of stuff that we needed organising. In the end, we went for a glow in the dark party, but we called it a neon party. And that actually meant, because the other party had been space themed, there was actually some stuff that was reusable. So we did some stuff that was kind of similar. So where we'd had, I mentioned before, the kind of black card crafts with chalk on it, we just I got some neon pens, and so instead of using chalk, the older kids were doing something a little bit different. So yeah, there's me saying I think neon. So it gave me a bunch of neon ideas. I managed to get a kind of black light, I think they're called, cheaply on Amazon, and I bought some neon balloons and some glow sticks, all of which are fairly inexpensive. Bear in mind, this is kind of once a year thing, so and well budgeted for. But yeah, tons of ideas for party planning for kids, and I couldn't have done it without using this for inspiration, to be honest. Enjoy.